Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Unwanted Answers. That's right, guys. Can you feel the fear in the air? Do you feel like there's a ghost tapping on your shoulder? Is there a Frankenstein in your basement coming to life? Is someone trying to perform a witchcraft spell on you? That's right, because this is our Unwanted Answers Halloween episode. That's right.
I
believe we've only done this
now.
one time before.
Yeah. I think I'll have to, you all will know if there was a Unwanted Answers Halloween version of the theme song, because it would be
yes.
just finished playing. If it didn't, I don't think I'm gonna be making one anytime soon. So it's really going to depend on if I can find one in the backlog.
Yes, in the archives.
Yeah.
By the way, not to give ourselves a shout out or a pat on the back, because we don't want to be egotistical jerks. But sometimes you have to. I don't know if you ever noticed. Do you know that on the YouTube channel, by far, and it's not even close, by far, the most popular video on there?
Oh yeah,
is
I know it is.
The how to sound like a vampire.
Yeah. When I noticed that, I was just like, this? Like, we talk about popular topics on comment section.
Yes.
And the an old Unwanted Answers clip.
By far.
Yeah, that's. For some reason that must have hit the algorithm.
Yes, and you know what? People, honestly, they leave such nice comments on that video, and I love them all.
Yeah, I know. I only just noticed those a couple months ago or something when I was logged in, and I was just like, there are people, that's I think the most surprising thing was that it was people were nice about it.
Yes, people were just yeah, guys, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep doing this.
Look, you didn't stick with us, apparently.
Yeah, you dropped off. You're like, okay, that was kind of the peak, wasn't it? How to sound like the vampire.
No more
the vampire who got his ears pierced at Claire's.
Yeah. Maybe we do need to just be a Universal Monsters podcast.
Yes, one day. We will just talk about all the unwanted stories that you didn't want to know about the Universal Monsters.
Just news about just Dracula, Frankenstein, and the swamp the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yes. Well, our sources will be Weekly World News. Woman says husband was abducted by Dracula.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that's a great idea.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Unwanted monsters. There it is.
Yeah, all the latest news.
Yes. If we want a total rebrand, if we want to be so reactionary and just have a total rebrand, we're going, that's what they liked? All right. Full monsters all the time.
Yeah.
Every episode will be a Halloween episode.
Yeah. How to talk like a Frankenstein. How to talk like a swamp monster.
Yes.
How to talk like Bigfoot.
Yeah. How to turn into a bat. That would be a tricky one, but I'm sure
you just have to go. No, you just have to go bat, like
yes.
Laszlo in What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, maybe throw one of those balls of smoke that Batman has. It breaks smoke, and that gives you time to transition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well.
By the way, you know what I was thinking about? Because you know how Halloween is so related to death.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I'm already thinking about it year-round, but...
Yes. You know what I was thinking about when I was listening back to one of our old episodes?
What?
You know, I was thinking, because we were talking about the Drifter in, our list of, and he was a titular character in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
One of our episodes is called The Drifter, and we didn't remember who he was, so we had to delete him from the list.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was thinking, the Drifter is kind of like Tinkerbell. When you stop believing in them, they die.
Oh, no. That is scary.
Yes, so...
a whole episode about, a titular character that we can't even remember and that disappeared.
Yes.
It's basically wiped from the canon because we couldn't remember.
Yes, in a way, we killed him. He's the first one we've ever killed off.
Yeah, wow, that's really sad. We should write an obituary.
Yes, so I feel like we need to give a little shout out. R.I.P. Drifter.
Yeah.
You were a titular character in one
Yeah.
episode. May you keep drifting in the stars.
And it's not
One
easy
day,
being a drifter.
you'll find your way home.
There are only so many cans of beans. They can sustain you on the road.
Yes, and you know what? Probably didn't help that someone suggested to him, you know what? You can go drift at night. It's fine. Wear dark clothing. The semi-trucks, they'll obviously see you.
Yeah. You'll be safe out in the country, as we've talked about.
Oh, yes. So, should we get into... I don't know if you have any Halloween memories, or... Because usually we start with what's been going on recently. But we could expand recently to, like, 3 decades.
Yeah, that's true. For
so, like,
recently...
any Halloween memories? Any unfortunate Halloween memories?
Yeah. Man, I would have to think about... this is just, like, a kind of an aside, but kind of a story, but... I was reminded the other day that we straight up were like one of the families that just drove to a rich neighborhood and dropped us off there to get the good candy. I don't know if did you just trick or treat just in your neighborhood where you actually live?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah.
I went to my father's hometown.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And I went trick-or-treating with my cousins. And by the way, you know, my father's hometown, very country, very old. So a lot of old people, they hated leaving the couch to get up and give us candy.
They were immediately resentful of you.
You would ring the bell, trick or treat, and like clockwork, you'd hear, "Ugh, get them the candy." I don't want to do it. I did it last time. Go get them. They're gonna toilet paper the house.
Yeah.
Never would they say nice costumes. More like, so how do you enjoy worshiping Satan tonight, children? And we would say, awesome.
That's
wicked
awesome.
little children.
Probably an area where they do think that they're bringing in the Satanist children to raid our homes of our meals.
Yes.
Like there's a certain adjacent city that you might be aware of. This is basically just like the rich people city right next to us. And we would like a lot of the houses that we would trick or treat at were genuinely like borderline mansions, like, you know, smaller, but like genuinely a rich neighborhood. And I think that a lot of people did the same thing because it was actually typically very busy. Like in our neighborhood, it was very slow. You know, we'd get like one kid or one family every 10 minutes or something. Like, just no one really trick or treated in our area. But yeah, I remember every year there was this guy. I don't know if he had any other family there. It was just this guy who's probably older middle age who every year he basically fully, speaking of, as Dracula, he basically fully like he was really into dressing up as Dracula every year, basically. And it was a very intricate costume. I remember it really scaring me when I was a kid, but then
that's when you brought the garlic and the crucifix.
Yeah.
And he thought you were like trying to convert him, like, hey, will you give me some candy, and in return, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of if I have, like, do you have like any particular Halloween memories? Maybe it'll spark my memory for something
I do have
weird
one
that happened.
that's kind of sad.
Oh no. Well, that's good enough.
Yes, it was Halloween, 1999. October 30th, 1999.
Right towards the end. So I had just turned 6 years old.
Oh, yes. So I'm in bed, and I'm like, oh boy, it's Halloween. And more than any other year, I am so excited. I'm like, oh boy, Halloween's tomorrow. Get ready for bed. It's going to be so awesome. Woke up with a cough and wouldn't go away. And one of the worst sore throats I ever had. And that Halloween, I was sick. And you know what? It lasted for like a full week.
Yeah.
I had to get special, not popsicles, but you know the things that are in the plastic, the icy pops?
Oh, yeah.
I had to get special ones for my throat, and it just kept going on and on. I don't remember much about Halloween 1999, but I do remember it was quite a disappointing one.
That is sad. That feels like the worst holiday to be sick around. Not only because I love Halloween, but it's also so close to my birthday that it would inherently mean that I'm sick during the worst time.
Double.
Yeah.
Double the disappointment.
Yeah. I think I've been sick on Christmas. It happened only a couple years ago, I believe. But
really?
Yeah, not on Halloween. Luckily enough, so that is very sad. Do you have any memory of this where I remember in elementary school we would have like on Halloween there would be this whole like I think all the different grades would go through each classroom or something.
Yes, it was like a Halloween parade.
Yeah. And this just goes to show how much of a scared and anxious child I was, because even though I do love horror and stuff now, I was very easily terrified as a kid. Because I remember being really scared when the 5th graders would show up, because the 5th graders would always dress up in scary costumes.
They would go hardcore.
Yeah.
R-rated, blood everywhere.
Yeah,
they would send a note saying no blood or weapons, but you know what? No one paid attention.
Yeah. It was a lot of like Grim Reaper looking stuff, kind of just like can't really see their face, so that makes it scary. Maybe some clowns, but it was just very contrast to like probably 2nd graders would be just wearing like Pokemon and SpongeBob costumes. Like
yes.
It was just very different than. Yeah, you reach 5th grade and then you become edgy.
Yes. That just reminded me of something. Maybe, I don't remember I've told it on this one. Maybe it was on comment section or something, but whatever. So in our high school, whenever there was like a big event, like a dance or a football game, for some reason, to not promote drunk driving, but to discourage it. That's the right word.
Yeah.
To discourage drunk driving, they would have a student dress up as the Grim Reaper and go to classrooms. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, I'm amazed that I don't. That seems very formative.
Yes. So the Grim Reaper would just walk in the middle of a class into a classroom. So one time in math class, the teacher is going through her stuff and then turns around and pauses. And everyone look, and the Grim Reaper is right there. And I swear, I almost would have thought she would have thought it was the actual Grim Reaper. Because the look
it's
of
my
like,
time.
oh my God, not now. I'm not going out before I solve this fraction problem. No, not yet. And the worst part was that my desk was like right by the door. So
yikes, yeah.
I had to sit next to sit next to where this person was standing. Although, sigh of relief when I looked down and I saw they were just wearing normal tennis shoes.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe the Grim Reaper's a sneakerhead.
Yes, he likes to jog.
Yeah.
After he gets a spirit, that's how he gets off this high.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird that I don't remember that, but hey, maybe that's why I haven't drink and drive before.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
You weren't tempted. Like it's almost like having the Grim Reaper there is a challenge. Like, hey guys, if you drink and drive, you won't come back. Oh, really? Let me take you up on that offer, Grimmy.
Yeah. It is funny for me to think about like a lot of stuff like that. Something about my particular pathology as a person, all that stuff worked on me so well. Like these days I like to like to think of myself as kind of like anti-authority and like, you know, like yeah, I'm anti-authority, like pseudo-anarchist kind of cool, chill guy. But like as a kid, it was just like, I'll never do a drug, I promise.
Yes.
I don't want to rebel.
I will always wear a helmet whenever I go on a bicycle.
Exactly. Like I truly like. I didn't go in the street. I didn't talk to strangers. I always wore a helmet and knee pads even. And
Yes.
I didn't ever want to do drug. When people started drinking and stuff, like towards high school and stuff, it was genuinely like I was like, but wait, you're not supposed to. This doesn't make sense.
That's the reaction of like, are you wearing a wire? No,
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a
Yeah.
wire. I'm not gonna tell anyone, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, you do what you gotta do. You know, YOLO. You only live once. But
Yeah.
just remember, it's only once.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing a wire. I won't tell anyone.
It's just going to increase your risk of all diseases by like 100%. It's just going to be.
Hey boys, I think this guy's a squealer.
Yeah.
Come on, take care of him.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
like,
that's
and
what it
that
was
was
like.
the day. And at the end of the day, I realized that was the worst day of high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
From now on, all the cool kids would call me Snitch.
That would have been a good nickname for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know what? By the way, maybe this is kind of related. Makes me think I would never smoke a cigarette. Like, it like all these like things convince me never to do it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Where I do love smoking a cigarette? In Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, then it's cool.
Yes, like, I'm not gonna lie. I would never do it. In real life, it's stupid. But on screen,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you know, we have Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know my one request is for Grand
You
Theft Auto
can
6?
just you
I
can
want to smoke a
yeah.
cigarette.
Yeah, I mean you can do everything else.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. Truly,
By-
why not?
By the way, I don't know if I told you this, but so in Red Dead Redemption 2, they have a storyline where the main character dies and then you take over as another character.
Yeah.
So I was playing as that character, and I was supposed to stay in the farm, but I chose not to. And you know what? When you leave the farm, people are trying to kill you. So I went out there, and I fought back. I killed some of them. And you know what my goal was, and I finally got it? I went out and journeyed, like, through miles. It was basically like an hour trip for me in real time playing that video game just to get a pack of cigarettes.
That's awesome.
And boy, when I took that first puff in that video game, was it magical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There should be a whole game where the goal is just to get one good smoke in. And
Yes.
the whole game is trying to get to the last cigarette. It's like a post-apocalyptic game where there's one cigarette left in the world.
Oh, people will be fighting about that forever.
My God, that's actually an awesome short story idea.
Yes, you should type it up
Yeah.
pitch it to someone. The
Yeah.
last cigarette on Earth.
I gotta start getting into elevators and pitching things to people who walk
Yes. You'll just one day you'll take a trip to LA and you'll just go into random like parking garages and be like, "Hey, you a producer? Because if I got a story for you,"
in. Yeah. Yeah.
and then the perfect way to do it is like Toby from The Office. I would start at the beginning, but I feel like I have to go further back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it turns out we don't have the most eventful Halloweens in existence.
That's true.
So I suppose we should move on to our first segment, perhaps?
Yes. And our first segment, usually we start with On This Day.
Yes, on this day,
Yes.
Halloween. So maybe other people have had more interesting Halloweens.
Yes, I hope so. By the way, did I ever tell the story about how when I was younger and would go trick-or-treating at my father's childhood town, there would always be this old lady who would take a picture of us, and then she would leave it out for next year for you to come pick up?
Delayed gratification by 1 whole year.
By 1 whole year, you come and pick it up, and then she died. She died the second year she did it. So we never did get those pictures. And maybe it was cruel to ask the neighbor, like, hey, do you know if she ever got them developed? But it was just like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I was almost gonna... My immediate cynical reaction was to think it was weird, but then I almost kind of respect, like, forcing kids to have delayed gratification. Kind of undo a lot of that brain rotting that's been done. It's kind of interesting, so respect.
Oh, by the way, maybe I'll tell this story, because do you ever remember something and you think, man, maybe I was in more danger than I thought at the time?
Yeah, I had the privilege of thinking I was basically safe most of the time as a kid. And, yeah.
So when I was a junior in high school, we took a trip to Washington, D.C. called Close Up. It's like a national
I remember
thing.
that happening. I didn't go, but yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so we were supposed, as part of a fundraising thing for it, we would go knock on people's doors and ask for, like, cans and bottles for us to recycle. It was basically like the lowest form of fundraising you could do. Of like, hey, could you give us some trash and we'll try to turn it into money like Rumpelstiltskin?
Yeah.
So I remember going to this one house. Why I was by myself, I don't know. Because like the group was there and we all split up. But, do I tell this part of the story? So there was a helper there who was not in the class, who was like a helper, and he said, just unprovoked, okay? Now, when you tell them that you're going on a trip to Washington, D.C., they may say some things like, oh, the government's trying to screw us over, and, oh, they're watching us, but just smile and nod, because, you know, you don't want to get into a big fight with them. And everyone just kind of looked around like, well, why is he saying this?
Yeah.
Like... But anyway, so I went to this house, okay? Knock on the door. And look, I don't want to play stereotypes, but the dude was bald and had a mustache.
Okay, yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, can I help you? It's like, yeah, I'm trying to get cans and bottles for a fundraiser for Close Up. And he said, yeah, I'll be right back. And then I'm waiting there, and then some old lady who looked like his mom came and said, he's in the garage. I said, okay. So the garage door opens, and then he's standing at the edge of the garage, and he's like, go on in, they're right over there.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, okay. And I'm taking, them out, and he is at the entrance of the garage door. And just saying, so you're going on a trip, yeah? Oh, yeah, Washington, D.C. Oh, yeah, that should be fun. So I grab him, and I walk out. And then he's just like, yeah, if you need any more cans, let me know. I'm like, okay, Mr. Man, sure thing. And then after it was done, I was like, that could have gone so much worse.
Yeah, that's a real Halloween horror story, I think.
Yes. And I think about that sometimes, like, man, I could have died.
Yeah.
But maybe I wasn't worthy of his standards. And you know what? I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
So, yes. So, shall we get into what's been going on this day?
Yeah, sure.
As I remember some, moments like, you know what? Maybe I did almost die one time.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. Okay. So this is more Halloween history. So, did you know that the tradition of dressing in costume for Halloween has both European and Celtic roots? On Halloween, when it was believed that ghosts came back to the earthly world, people thought that they would encounter ghosts if they left their homes. To avoid being recognized by these ghosts, people would wear masks when they left their homes after dark, so that the ghosts would mistake them for fellow spirits. So...
Interesting.
So, if you're going out, you need, a pack of cigarettes, as we've learned.
Yeah.
In real life, because, unfortunately we don't have games back then, but if you need a pack of smokes from the 7-Eleven on Halloween, you gotta get dressed up, because the worst thing you can do is bump into a ghost who is just like,
yeah.
oh my God, it's been so long since I've had human companionship.
Yeah.
How's it going? Oh, Uncle Frank, I thought our relationship ceased at death. Oh boy, do I have so much to tell you about.
Yeah. It's funny that ghosts can't recognize humans just from wearing a mask, and they'll be tricked and think it's another ghost, because crows can recognize people based on different masks. So it's like, yeah, pretty interesting.
It's almost like there's like a ghost will look into the window of a house and be like, hey, there's a fellow ghost. And he takes off the mask and he recognizes it like it's his brother who's still alive. Hey, he was trying to trick me.
Yeah.
That ain't right for family to do to each other.
Yeah.
Last time I was alive, he tricked me to drinking some poison. Oh, he's a trickster, that one.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You do want to be masked to hide from all the people who you've wronged.
Yes. All the ones that you were that like the last time you interacted with them was not the most pleasant.
Yeah, or it's sort of like, I'm not saying I'm glad they're dead, but like dead men tell no tales.
Johnson! Oh, boss, I thought you were dead when you told me to drop dead 3 years ago. I thought that meant that you were going to catch me. I trusted you, Johnson, when I jumped out that 2-story window. But you weren't there to catch me. And I'm so upset about that. Boss, did you know it was a figure of speech? Well, that doesn't help me now, does it, Johnson? If I could still sign a contract, I would fire you right now. Boss, please, I'm sorry. He puts on the mask. Johnson? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he left. Who are you? Oh, I'm one of your fellow ghosts, boss. Great to work with you.
Yeah. What do you think? That voice kind of reminded me of the captain. It was just thinking, like, what do you think the skipper would try and get away with some stuff by wearing a mask on Halloween?
The skipper? You mean the skipper introduces the captain to other captains he's wronged?
Yeah,
and got away with?
Yeah. It turns out the skipper's done it to at least 3 or 4 other captains before him, but he just can't get this captain.
Yeah. Oh, skipper, who's this person right here? Hey, Captain it's, me old captain, No, I'm not the skipper. I'm, Captain Junior. Oh, skipper, always great to have you in the spirit of Halloween. Yeah, this here was, the skipper's old captain. Oh, what'd you think of the skipper back when you worked with him? He was a tricky little rat. I wouldn't trust him with nothing. Oh, you can't be talking about the skipper. He's not only my best friend, he's my loyal companion. Oh, I know who that. If I ever had to go down with the ship, he'd be right there with me, holding me hand, making me feel comfortable at the end. Hey, Captain, if that's what you think.
I will. Yes, let's say I'll definitely be at your deathbed.
Yeah.
I'll make sure of it.
Watching it, making sure it's an honorable end, sir.
Oh, that's so kind of you, Skipper.
Oh, Skipper, I know that when the end comes, you will be there, making sure it is a proper ending to a life well lived. A life well lived? Do you know how many times not only I've tried to kill you, but I've had to save both of our lives because of your screw-ups? Oh, Skipper, always the Joker on Halloween. Halloween, that's when the skipper got references for...
Yeah.
When the captain got references for the skipper.
Yeah.
So, you also worked with the skipper, eh? What was it like on the boat? Well, he was always trying to hit icebergs. Oh, I know, Skipper. He gets very warm, and he needs to get a little cooler. Oh, he's trying to get the icebergs. We sunk, and he took both life jackets. Oh, yes, Skipper. He's not much of a swimmer. No, Captain, no. That's why you had to abandon that relationship with the mermaid, eh, Skipper? Hey, Captain, nice of you to bring up that heartbreak every week.
Yeah, it turned out it was just a fish. And I'd like to end the conversation there.
Ironically, Skipper was catfished in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Hey, Captain that's what happens when all you ask to see is their feet, and they show you the fins, but never do you see the face. Oh, Skipper, you learned your lesson that time, didn't you? I never ask a woman to dance unless you know she has feet and not fins.
Yeah.
You take her out of the water, you think she's gonna dance, but she was just jumping up and down, trying to get back to the water, because she had gills and not lungs, sir.
Yeah, alas. He looks longingly into the sea like he really actually isn't over the fish.
And he hears the music of Titanic.
Yeah. That actually makes me really want to see an animated parody of The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, where Willem Dafoe is the captain and Robert Pattinson is the skipper.
Oh, yes. One day, when that thing becomes public domain, no one will stop.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait another, like 100 years minus like 6.
Yes. So it's something to look forward to one day.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta live to be as long as that one lady who lived to be like 124.
Yeah, the oldest person who's like French or something.
Yes. Have you ever seen like an interview with her on like one of her last birthdays?
I think I did a long time ago, yeah.
She can't see. She can't hear. She's just sitting in a wheelchair, constantly screaming.
Yeah. She
And
constantly
you know what?
screamed? I didn't remember that part.
Well, because she couldn't hear anything, so that was how she could hear.
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
And you know what? That's the kind of life I want. That's how I want to go out.
Yeah. Just insanely old. Like, I do figure if we've probably talked about, because we talk about death and getting old too much for a comedy podcast, but
yes.
I do feel like if you're gonna get really old, you might as well get really, really old where it's impressive and as a record and they do interviews with you.
Yes.
So it's sort of like I want to either go at 85 and just like normal, or I want to be like 115.
Have you ever seen Flossie Dickey?
Oh, is she the Dr. Pepper one? Or is
No.
that okay? No. There is. I was thinking of the old woman who's like, I had 3 doctors tell me to stop drinking Dr. Pepper or it'd kill me, and I outlived all of them. That lady.
Oh no, it's this woman who's turning 110, and she is so done with her life.
Oh, yeah. In fact, we might have watched it on this podcast even.
Did we?
I remember seeing the video now, but
she's being interviewed by a local news station. They're like, "So you're gonna have a party? You excited? Not one bit."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What's the secret?" I don't know. I don't fight it.
Some people, you just keep living. That's it.
Yes. That's how to do it. But yes. So, maybe one day, that will be the skipper. Was still at 110 in the wheelchair. Captain is long dead, and he's still trying to get to be captain. Hey, one day I shall be captain of the ship. And like the ship is like it's like one, those nursing home buses.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like they have like paper outlines to make it look like a boat or something.
Yeah.
He goes up in his wheelchair to the driver.
Yeah.
Sir, you're supposed to be behind the line. No, I'll be captain now. Hey, Captain, I always ready to report for duty. And one day when you're not looking, I'll take that steering wheel and put us into a tree. What'd you say? Oh, nothing, Captain. Always loyal to you, sir. Right till the bitter end.
It is really funny to think that, like, the ultimate irony, the funniest thing would be that not only does the captain not die by the skipper's hand, He lives to be, like, again, one of those people who gets so old that they get interviewed about it. And then at the same time, the skipper also lives really old, and he has to witness the captain getting older and older the whole time.
Yes. One day he'll get interviewed. So, Skipper, you're 110 years old. What do you want for your birthday? I want to be the captain just once. Just once. Well, we've arranged it so that tomorrow you can captain a ship. And he's just like almost like a baby who gets like some cake. Yes, yes. And then the night before, that's when he finally passes.
Yeah, or it's something like the captain passes away. The skipper's like, I'm finally gonna be captain, and then the paperwork isn't done by the time he dies. He dies like 2 days later.
or the worst part is the whatever company they work for that owns the boats goes out of business. They're like, I'm sorry, Skipper, but without the captain, we can't make this work anymore. What? Are you serious? But what about my retirement? All me plans, me health care.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Skipper. I'm sorry. Once the captain go, you know the saying, the captain goes down with the ship, so does the company. The company is just out of here. No, all my years of planning, it was all for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, the saddest true reality is that they all get let go, and due to financial reasons, and they are not getting a pension or Social Security even.
Yes. So, like as an old, not super old, maybe like in his like 60s or 70s, his life is just sitting on the dock, just looking at the fish and be like, "Hey, fish, you don't know how lucky you are.
Yeah.
To not have a boss or an idiot captain screwing you over for 40 years."
Yeah. Well, it's scary out there on the high seas. So, what have we learned about? We learned about. Yeah. Do you have any other on this days? We should probably get through them.
Let's see. We can do one more. Let's see. Oh, okay. We'll do something a little different. You know, in the 1930s, Halloween was nearly canceled as a holiday because pranksters and vandals were causing millions of dollars of damage to U.S. cities on Halloween night.
Wow. So I guess that stereotype at least trails back to the 1930s. Interesting.
That's right.
Yeah. Boy, those crime overrun cities.
Yes. You know what? All these people who are super old now, well, actually, they may have been not born yet in the 30s, but all those people from like 20 years ago who were like in their 80s and 90s saying, "Oh, the youth today is so terrible."
Yeah.
They almost canceled Halloween.
Yeah, they would have been the ones who ruined it for everyone if that happened, yeah.
Yes. They almost. That's the closest it ever came to losing Halloween was the 1930s.
Wow. I mean, yeah, it doesn't surprise me, those hoodlums with their jacks and their throw the can down the road, whatnot kind of thing. They're, it doesn't surprise me.
They're stealing scrap iron to help with the war effort.
Yeah.
Those little thugs. Hey, where'd you take my aluminum cans? I'm going to take them. I'm going to donate them for the war effort. Because we're going to beat Hitler.
Yeah.
You naughty little boy. That was supposed to be my thing. I was supposed to get the little certificate saying I'm an American hero.
I'm going to steal them. I'm going to donate them to the Soviets, which is still technically on the side against the fascists. But it's naughty.
Yeah. I'm part of the Allies, but I'm on Stalin's team.
Yes.
Baby. Oh, you naughty little boy. Because do you know what's going to happen when the war's over? Pfft, come on, Grandpa. This war's never going to end. World War II, come on.
Yeah.
Bigger, badder, messier. It's going to last forever.
Yeah.
And what's FDR gonna do, huh? Huh? What's he gonna do? Stalin's the way to go.
Yeah, World Wars, they're like Valve games. You never get a third one.
Yes. Yeah. They're never gonna complete the trilogy, Grandpa. Never.
I have to see how it ends, though. I've been waiting so long.
Yes. You know, there's rumors, but you don't want just rumors, that there's going to be a Cold War, and there's not going to be any fighting. What kind of war is that? You know, I call that a snorefest, Grandpa. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what else would they have done controversial in the 1930s? What other things?
Probably unspeakable horrors, but also like I don't know, like throwing a bag of flour into an ironworking factory or something like just
Yeah. Messing with
loosening the wheels on a Mobile T or whatever.
Yes, and of course the ultimate prank of all was when someone, maybe they officially got in, but we all know it was hacked into the radio frequency and decided, you know what, guys? We're going to be rebels, artistic rebels, and perform War of the Worlds, and we're going to scare everyone into thinking that the aliens are here.
Yeah, I like to think that all the people was it a radio play that event was? Yeah. Yeah, I like to think of how like method and how into it that all those actors were, and then they're just like, "Oh God."
Yes. Like right before they were sitting there almost like the Thinker statue with like black turtlenecks and their scarves, and they're just like, "It is almost my time to perform." "Oh, yes, the aliens are here!
Yeah.
We must flee in fear!" And then they cut off the microphone, and, like, the whole, like, crew and the Foley artists were clapping like, "God, that was beautiful! Orson, how do you do it?" "Well, I just read the play, and it's brilliant."
Yeah, after my role as the sound of the second alien... the big tripod alien thing they encounter, I'm going straight to Broadway. I've already bought tickets.
Yes, it's going to be wonderful. Just watch how much my career will blow up thanks to this play. And then, blacklisted.
Yeah.
Because years later, they're like, do you know how this dude got on the radio? Do you know how he knew about the alien invasion? Because he's a communist!
Yeah.
No, I'm not a communist! No, not at all!
But you said you were part of the radio union.
Well, it's important. Don't you think it's important that the workers have equal rights? He's a commie. Get him!
Yeah, that's commie talk if I've ever heard it.
Yes. Do you know who was pointed out as a potential communist and got blacklisted for a little bit?
Orson Welles wasn't he? Or I don't know, maybe.
Was he?
He was at least like a socialist or something, but I don't know.
Oh. Do you remember the snowman from Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
That voice actor?
Who sings Silver and Gold, Burl Ives?
Oh, really? Yeah.
He got labeled as a communist.
Did that happen during like McCarthyism or something?
Yeah.
Because you were basically labeled as a communist pretty easily back then. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like the Salem witch trials. See how I put it back to Halloween?
Yeah. Both are scary. But yeah. Another interesting on this day.
Yes.
What do you say we move on to? I could do my segment, and then we could do one of yours. Yeah. Because I would like to, in the Halloween spirit, in the spirit of witchcraft and whatnot, I would like to do a return of a segment that I brought to our attention for the first time just in one of the most recent episodes, and
I think that might have been the last episode. Was it?
Um.
Oh no, it was the one before. I think it was
Yeah,
Friday
yeah.
the 13th.
Oh, right. That was. So I'm bringing back that Friday the 13th segment.
Boy, what unlucky amount of episodes this season has had.
Yeah.
Going from Friday the 13th to Halloween. We've had some dark episodes.
Spooky.
We even killed off the Drifter.
Yeah.
Only way we're getting signed for him is through a Ouija board.
It's a dark era. It's like a sitcom where like they do something that's maybe like a little too dark that changes the rest of
the special episode.
Yeah. Or they have to have like a disclaimer at the beginning.
Johnny takes some of Mommy's pills. What's gonna happen to me? I don't know, son. I don't know. He'll see things that aren't there. He's running into walls. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's tarot reading for a special guest of our choice.
Yes.
I can't remember how we picked it. Did we just do the wheel to figure out?
I think we did the wheel.
Yeah. I didn't think about that part. But is that easy for you to pull up really quick?
Yes.
Or should
I got
just
it right
like...
here.
Oh, okay, cool. So
well,
basically,
I saved all the segments. All right, let me drop in the characters real quick.
Yeah. So basically, how this segment is going to work is we're going to take on a special guest determined randomly, and then I am going to conduct an authentic tarot card reading, just a simple single card reading that says something about their life situation. We're going to kind of talk about what that might mean. So, in a moment, we will get what the character we're going to be discussing or doing this reading for is.
All right, did you want me to spin it now, or?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's see what we got. Is spinning.
All right.
And the winner is... All right, we'll have to choose between them, Uncle Al and Aunt Ash.
Oh, well, let's see what the card is and see if it applies. Like, sometimes couples will go in and get a tarot reading about, there's actually something called love tarot.
Oh.
Maybe I should see what this is. Because maybe this is more for couples. This is more in depth, but I'm very curious about if this applies.
Thinking about your life situation.
So this is going to be Love Tarot. I'm going to select 5 cards for Uncle Al and Aunt Ash. We're two very old. One of Aunt Ash is a smoker and Uncle Al is a drinker, and they have a cat named Mr. Whiskers. It's a beautiful relationship.
Who is very old and will never die.
Yes.
I almost forgot about Mr. Whiskers.
Yeah. All right, I've selected 5 cards. And what you bring to relationships.
Oh, no.
So the first card is the Justice. Okay. What you may face in relationships. The Sun. We'll get what these mean in a second.
Okay.
How past relationships affect you. The Temperance. It looks like alcohol glasses.
Yes.
What you need to work on. The Judgment. And self-love guidance. Okay, that seems... the Star. So, let me get it quick. All right.
Talk to a real psychic now.
Yeah, quote-unquote real. So, actually, I'm kind of... Maybe I'll just pick out the most interesting of these designations. Oh, interesting. So, issues Uncle Alan and Ash are facing. The Sun says that overconfidence or a tendency to focus only on the positive aspects of the relationship may lead to neglecting underlying issues. While optimism is a strength, ignoring challenges can create tension. Balancing joy with a willingness to address deeper emotions will create a stronger bond. So that's interesting that Uncle Alan and Ash, at least one of them is apparently only focusing on the positive aspects of the relationship.
Yes,
Can we make any sense of that?
Uncle Al is just like, Ash, now listen. I know you like to throw things around. I know that you like to smash things. And I can't stand the way you are a constant liar. But my God, do I love the way you smoke a cigarette. Oh my goodness, you make it look like an art form. The way you take the stick out of the box, you flick it right into your mouth, and the way you strike a match, babe, every time you puff, it reminds me of why I fell in love with you in the first place.
Oh, and I love the way that you slug down those tall glasses, those tall boys, one after the other. I could watch that slide down your gullet and watch your Adam's apple every day. I never want you to stop. I think that that's the thing. They're kind of enabling each other in a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time that you chug a beer, when I see the little foam mustache on you, I remember the young man I fell in love with.
Yep. You were still drinking the same the same tall boys of brand redacted ever since then.
Yeah, you may have completely destroyed your liver. You may be a drunk, and you may constantly stumble and slur your words. But baby, the way your eyes light up when you hear the crack of a can opening or a bottle opening, oh boy, you show me that the man I fell in love with is still in there.
I imagine it zooms out and you see that they're renewing their vows in Vegas, and the pastor guy is in shock. Do you have anything else to bring up beyond the way he drinks and the way she smokes?
Well, when we're a little low on the dough, boy, does she do a great job stealing those beers. Man, she can hide them anywhere in that jacket. Oh, Al, I didn't think you ever noticed. The only thing that would be great is if she got rid of that stupid cat. Now you leave Mr. Whiskers out of this. He's our little boy, and we're going to be with him forever.
Yeah.
My God.
That's really kind of the big thing of fighting is Mr. Whiskers. But other than that, they put their addictions on a pedestal.
Yeah. I mean, conversely, and on kind of the same page, what they need to work on, they got the card, the Judgment. You need to work on embracing self-reflection and taking accountability for your actions and relationships. Fear of facing past mistakes or hesitating to make necessary changes can hold you back. Practice aligning your choices with your higher purpose and being honest about your needs. By stepping into your authentic self, you can create transformative connections. Oh, my higher purpose. I've got a higher purpose, but I need a few more of them from the drugstore. Al, pick up more cigarettes.
That's right.
Why don't you find your higher purpose? I have to bottle of beer like a real person. I don't need to get you them cigarettes all the time.
Or maybe she tries something different. It's like,
Al, I need a higher purpose. I need a change. What's that then, dear? I want to try weed.
You're not sounding like yourself.
Ash, this is not the Ash I married. I want to be as high as the kite, Al. I want to go higher than anyone in my family's ever gone.
I saw one of those cannabis dispensaries open down the street. It looks very clean.
Ash, why are you doing this? Because, Al, when I look at the cannabis dispensary, they're all so happy. I just want to smile again and actually mean it.
I also heard that cannabis can treat anxiety in cats, and I feel like if I breathed a little at him when I'm done with my share, Mr. Whiskers could calm down a little bit. He's so tense.
He's so tense, he spends all day in that litter box.
Yeah.
Like he's at the beach. He's so stressed, Hal. He needs his marijuana. Fine, Ash. If that's what it takes, fine.
But what Uncle Al doesn't know is that he lives in a state where weed still isn't legal yet.
Yeah.
He's buying from an undercover cop. Sir, what exactly do you want?
I want to get some weed for my wife and her stupid cat. She says it'll finally help with her anxiety.
Well, sir, I'm afraid that we're going to have this conversation downtown.
Oh my God, what kind of a supplier are you? Can't have it right here in the field? Come on. What kind of customer service is this?
Yeah, the whole thing gets recorded and gets plastered on the internet. It goes on the PETA website.
Yes.
The man tries to drug his cat.
Yes. And then they're like,
Sir, would you be interested in maybe having an apology to PETA about how you want to get your cat stoned on marijuana? No, I hate PETA. All you do is put these stupid cats on a pedestal. Do you know the nightmare that cat has put me through? He's constantly drinking all my beer. He's constantly taking a crap in the middle of my house because it's too lazy to get to a litter bin. Sir, are you saying that you allow that cat to drink beer? Is that what you're telling the good people who work at PETA? I'm not saying that he's an alcoholic, but he's a thief. He's a thief stealing all my beer. And if it were up to me, he'd be roadkill like that. Oh my goodness. You're breaking this PETA person's heart.
A video gets uploaded to YouTube, like beer fan 37, and it's just him sitting in front of the camera like, I want to apologize to the good people who caught me in that pada or whatever.
Pada!
I acknowledge that letting my cat drink my beer was a waste of beer, and I apologize to the hardworking people at the Brand Redacted factory who put in hard work just for it to be wasted on that damn cat. All right,
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes. and then once the video is done, maybe he thinks it's over, but it's still live streaming. And then Aunt Ash comes out with her joint.
Oh, look, Al! Mr. Whiskers is so much happier with his marijuana. Ash, get that stupid cat out here! Oh, we still alive?
Yeah, he's gonna start looking like the Cheshire Cat, if you know what I mean.
Oh yes. He'll be laughing like the Cheshire Cat too, and
Yeah.
smiling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I think those are the two most important parts of that tarot reading. They give us the biggest glimpse into their relationship, that they do actually, it's like, why do they stay together? Well, we saw it in that it might end up in being some enabling, but they do have some rather strong feelings about each other in certain ways regarding their habits.
Stuff
And,
we never knew about them before.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed it.
They turn out to be quite passionate.
Yes. So,
Yep.
who would have thought it?
Yeah. And so that was that segment. Okay.
Yes.
Do we want to finally get to do you have any other segments besides just some questions?
Well, producer Paul does want us to pay some bills.
Oh yeah, I mean, Halloween, perfect time.
Yes. Now, normally, I try to randomize these, but, I think I really want to go with this one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now, producer Paul wants to do something a little bit different besides just pitch something. He wants us to be real estate agents. Now, we're not licensed or anything,
Okay.
But when has that ever stopped Paul before? Or, really, would that really stop us? Of course not.
Yeah.
So, Paul has some houses that he has for sale. And he wants us to sell one of them.
Okay.
I bet you know where this is going.
Maybe.
Yes. By the way, we are maybe going to go a little closer to home with this one. That's right.
Oh, interesting.
So Paul wants us to sell the Landmark Inn in Marquette, Michigan.
Okay.
Yes.
Kind of not that close in terms of as far as ways you could get while being in the same state.
Yes, but we don't want to dox ourselves or anything.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, PETA will have a fit over that last segment.
Yeah.
My God, if they lost... Do you remember when they lost their minds over Bo Peep in Toy Story 4 having a shepherd's crook?
Oh, because shepherd's crooks. Okay, yeah.
They were upset about the cartoon toy sheep.
Yeah,
and
that's
what they must be going through.
Yeah, they are the worst possible communicator of I care about animal rights stuff a lot, and they're the worst possible communicator.
But PETA, man, you know what? In that episode of The Office, when I think it's Stress Relief, when Michael suggests that Dunder Mifflin makes a donation to a charity that Dwight doesn't like, and he says PETA, I get that now. I get that. Because, man, some people, PETA, just love to play victim.
Yeah, I think that the joke in The Office is like Dwight actively doesn't like animals in a way,
because remember, cats do not provide wool or milk or meat.
So it's like he doesn't like PETA for a different reason.
Yes.
There are good animals rights organizations. They just
but
somehow
PETA.
The most popular one, the one that comes to people's minds, is deranged. So
yes. It's too bad Joan Rivers isn't still alive, because, man, would it be great to invite her to a PETA organization with all her fur.
Oh, yeah.
just to see how they'd react. Here, guys, here's something to get upset about.
Yeah.
All right. So, the Landmark Inn in Marquette, Michigan. I believe it also has its own Wikipedia article, so you can see what it looks like.
Interesting. Wait, what was it called? Landmark Inn?
Landmark Inn in Marquette, Michigan. Let me see if I can bring that up real quick. Landmark Inn. Oh, there it is. It is pretty big.
Yeah, it looks like a nondescript brown, like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, like maybe 6-floor building.
Yeah. It's got an antenna on the top, too.
Pretty fancy.
Yes. So, what are some of the stats? It has 66 rooms. Good for them. And 6 stories.
Yeah, not bad.
The architect was Samuel Shackford Otis. So good for him. All right, so the thing... Now, a lot of people be like, what? I can own a hotel? Are you telling me I can live every day of my life like the sweet life of Zach and Cody? Yes, but even better, because you won't have that one guy telling you that you're screwing around and ruining the hotel.
Yeah. Mosby or whatever.
Yeah. By the way, so they lived in a hotel. Does that mean they were either really rich or really poor? Because what way... Their mom was a singer. Was she a successful singer, or was she not doing that well?
I want to say not doing that well, but it's been... I don't remember that well.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I try to block it out.
Yeah.
All right. So, Landmark Inn, going to be great. But there is a little thing that might make it so people don't want to buy it. So, it's reported that the Landmark Inn supposedly has a room haunted by a librarian who lost her lover in a shipwreck.
Whoa.
Yes. By the way, it's not even the shipwreck person. It's the lover of the shipwreck of the shipwreck
so
victim.
it's just like lore on the person who is haunting that place. Like it's not even, doesn't even seem relevant. Yeah.
Yes. By the way, Amelia Earhart stayed there.
Oh wow.
Oh God.
It's cursed.
Oh boy, it got even more cursed when I found out Bill Cosby stayed there too.
Oh my God, this truly haunted place. Why? Wait, what are even people going to Marquette for? I mean,
now
I guess
I don't
it's
even know
nice.
if I want to sell this place.
We have to try.
Yes, we must try. We must try.
By the way, do you think that this shipwreck victim maybe even was on one of the boats that the skipper had something to do with?
I hope so. Maybe the skipper was like, all right, today's finally the day I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill the captain, and I'll sink the ship, and finally I'll be the captain. And then skipper, finally, he just is like, I've tried elaborate games far enough. I'm going to shoot the captain, and then I'll finally be the captain. So he shoots the captain, and he goes over there. He's like, finally, he's dead. He looks over. What? This isn't the captain. And then another boat. Oh, skipper, how are you enjoying your vacation? Oh, crap, I got on the wrong boat. Oh, skipper.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a good thing we noticed you. I didn't know we left without you, skipper. Oh, no. And then that's the person. The person that the skipper killed was the lover, the librarian.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of residual, trauma is like a ripple in the ocean that ripples out and affects all others. But
could you imagine if like the captain and the skipper, like in old movies or TV shows, whenever like a kid is playing with a baseball and it crashes through someone's window and the parent makes him go say what happened?
Sandlot style.
They're like, the skipper knocks on the hotel door and the librarian's there and it's like, oh, hello, I'm waiting for my lover. Oh, skipper, why don't you tell her what you did? Hey, Captain Well, that wouldn't have happened if you let me be the captain. Oh, no, skipper, tell her what you did. I may have accidentally killed your lover. Sorry about that. Oh, what? What are you saying? Robert is dead? Hey, he's not only dead, we fed him to a shark earlier today. Oh, my God. Oh, but you can be sure. Skipper won't get off with a slap on the wrist this time. He'll be cleaning every toilet on this ship for the next month. Won't you, Skipper? Hey, Captain and, sorry about your lover. I'm sure he was a nice man. And then, so maybe she just never left the hotel. And now I guess now she hasn't left the hotel because she's haunting it all the time.
Yeah. Apparently it was a big deal. In terms of how to sell this place, because we do have to try and do that still.
Yes.
Is there any way we could try and loop in some complimentary masks? Because, like, if people are just worried about the ghosts, including, dear God, the ghost of Bill Cosby, not dead, but soon, soon, I think, I like...
He is really up there, so...
Yeah, if we include the complimentary masks, i.e., if you want to hide from the ghosts so they don't know who you are...
Yeah. Make sure you don't have any gel pudding pops in there. Yeah. Man, be awful. That place would be unsellable if Bill Cosby becomes a ghost there.
Yeah.
Who wants a jello pudding pop? Who wants to see America's dad?
Yeah. Pokemon.
I'm still funny with the basic com. The Cosby Show, it was hilarious. Once you know out of the context of being a pervert.
Yeah. And you especially don't like to, hear, like, a hotel he stayed at. Like,
oh, no.
That's especially bad.
Yeah. So, you know what? We'll just hope we sell this while Bill Cosby's still youngish and still with us. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could wear the mask, but what would you wear a mask of? You want to avoid the mask of the lover.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, well, first of all, she'll be confused. Like, what? How many of them were there? Or that could be the thing to get over, to let her get over him. Like, my God, there really are a bunch of fish in the sea, aren't there?
Yeah.
I spent like over a century pining over this dead sailor when really there's like at least 66 room full of people that look just like him.
That's a good point. By the way, we missed the really good joke earlier in that skipper captain bit where the captain could have told the skipper, "I don't worry, Captain. There's other fish in the sea."
Yes.
And the skipper looks longingly out for his fish again.
Yes. Then one day, Skipper goes in to the captain's room. It's just like, Captain, we're about to make land. Oh, yeah, Skipper. Just finishing up my dinner. And then he walks in. Captain, what have you done? Oh, Skipper. She may have been a horrible girlfriend, but she was a lovely dinner. And he's eating the fish. Hey, Skipper.
Why'd you have to fall in love with a salmon? It's the most delicious fish.
It's tasty, Skipper. Here.
Yeah,
I've got a little bit stuck in my teeth. You want to taste? No, Captain, no. What have you done? The only thing I've ever truly loved.
You must understand, Skipper. Your lover was high in omega-3s and healthy fats.
Yes. Oh, Skipper. There's still a little bit of honor on the plate. Would you mind rinsing her off and putting her back into the ocean? No, Captain, this is all I have left of her. Skipper, don't get attached to things so much. But you know what? I made you a special necklace out of her bones. No, Captain. I loved her. There'll never be another one like her. Oh, Skipper, you know what they say. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Now, by the way, your girlfriend may have been tasty, but I do feel like she's running right through me. I must go to the toilet as soon as possible. Captain, what are you saying? Oh, Skipper, I'm going to clap up your girlfriend in a full mist of diarrhea.
Yeah, no. And then, oh, by the way, tonight is your turn for the poop deck. Swab it.
Yes. See, this is a perfect way for you to say goodbye, mopping her off the poop deck. Because, boy, is she really giving me a tummy ache, Skipper. I had no idea she was so crabby. No, Captain, no.
Wow. Yeah.
This may be the darkest segment we've ever had for Skipper the Captain.
Look, it's Halloween.
Yes.
But yeah, buy the Landmark Hotel, I guess. I mean,
yes, buy the Landmark Hotel. And by the way, you know what? You know, if we really wanted to sell it, if you need, like, look, Marquee, Michigan, what really is there? I don't know. Could I look it up? Sure. Will I? Pfft, no. But what you could do is if you need a library in there, she was a librarian. That ghost would be perfect to help you find any random book you have. And
that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you could kind of use the building, you know, when you bring in your books. I know everyone's got more than they can read. You just you have your own personal librarian ghost at the facility, so that's helpful.
Yes, and she can help you find whatever books you want. Although, what if there's like some that she can't stand? Maybe like, what's an old book? Treasure Island. She hates Treasure Island because it reminds her of her dead lover. Yeah. Every time you stay
and Moby
at the
Dick.
Landmark Inn, if you're reading Treasure Island, you'll wake up and it's just been torn to shreds, just completely destroyed, and you're like, "Oh crap! I need that for school."
Yeah.
anytime you watch the movie, it goes out, it just fizzles or it goes all staticky whenever you watch Treasure Island.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet she's okay with because that is not on the sea. That's out in space.
Yeah, steampunk stuff. It's fine.
Yes.
Yep. If it had been an astronaut, it would be a different story. But.
Yeah, she would lose it. Like if you ever brought Buzz Lightyear, constantly decapitated.
And no Interstellar. No, none of that.
No 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just. Yeah, Moby Dick. She has a little bit more respect for. But Treasure Island, that's where she cut. That's where she draws the line because who's the bad guy in Treasure Island? Whoever it was, it reminds her a little bit of the skipper.
Yeah,
I can't remember who the bad guy is.
I don't remember if I ever read that. There's a lot of classics I haven't read.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do not remember who the bad guy is. I think I may have had to have read that one like 6th grade or something. I don't remember. I think I had to one time.
Yeah, I don't think I did. It doesn't ring a bell as one of the book. Like I remember having to have read like Of Mice and Men, The Great Gatsby, certain things like that. So, but yep.
Yes. By the way, doesn't he drown in his own pool?
I think. I don't know. I can't remember. That was that we read at my peak of like just not engaging with the signed reading books.
Like, can't I just read what I want?
Yeah, I specifically the fact that it was assigned ruined it for me. I did appreciate in senior year and maybe another, I guess a couple other years too, we did get to choose our own. Yeah, we got to choose what we wanted to read.
Yes, true freedom right there.
Yep.
But so
anyway, buy that hotel.
Buy the Landmark Inn.
Yes.
For all you people, that's a perfect place for you to host a book club too.
Yeah.
Host a book club, just not Treasure Island. Anything with books. And by the way, it's perfect for whenever you have Halloween. You have 6 terrifying floors where anything could happen.
Yeah.
It's almost too bad. Like, after reading that, I gotta say, that's kind of the lamest ghost story I've ever heard. A librarian who lost her lover. Like, it would have been cooler if it was the guy who sunk in the sea, but...
Yeah, it's sort of like someone who had an interesting death knew this person.
Yes.
It's one degree off.
Yeah, it's like you go into like, I don't know, like Washington, D.C., and you're haunted by Abraham Lincoln's sister. Like,
yes.
What?
Yeah.
I am Sarah Lincoln. Woo!
Yeah,
what about Abe?
Yeah.
Oh, he's top billing. I'm sorry.
Or speaking of Amelia Earhart, it's like, and this place is haunted. Oh, do you want to know who it's haunted by? Do you know Amelia Earhart? Oh my God, really? This is haunted by the guy
librarian
who helped put on her helmet when she left for the voyage.
Yes.
Oh.
It was the guy who forgot to give her the compass to show her where she was going. By the way, it sounds like we're finally going to learn what happened to Amelia Earhart, because that's what we're all on the edge of our seats trying to figure out, right,
Is
guys?
that true? I haven't heard about this.
Oh. Well, I won't get into it, but it's opened up a can of worms if I bring in why they're going into it now.
Oh, okay.
It's basically to divert attention from something else.
Oh, of course. That makes sense because of all the diversion that's been going on.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll just look into it later.
Yes. I don't care. I kind of like not knowing.
Yeah.
Some things don't need to be solved.
Yeah, a lot, and most of the things that we don't know, it's usually a boring answer. It almost always is boring. But, well, we're at risk of running along this Halloween episode, so how about we get into some questions?
Yes, let us get into a question. Where are... Okay, yes. Usually I have them at the bottom, but I do it in here. All right, so... All right, let's go with this one. No, we'll skip it up with this one. All right. How can I summon spirits with my spirit box? That's right. How can I summon spirits and have them stay long enough to get answers? Short and simple. This guy's like, hey, I have a spirit box, which I don't even really know. How do you make a spirit box?
Yeah, so...
You just take like an old shoe box and like maybe draw a ghost on it?
No, this is a specific thing. I had to look it up, which, by the way, there's a band I listen to called Spirit Box, which is named after this particular thing. But
okay.
A spirit box is what they call the you know, in like ghost shows and stuff when they have like a radio device that will flick through a bunch of channels looking for like that's a spirit box.
Oh, that's got to have a much better name then.
For some reason, they just call it a spirit box. It's like this ghost computer.
Yeah, it's almost just like this inventor was so proud of his work. Yes, look at my invention. It is glorious. It can help us find the ghost.
Yeah.
What do you call it? But I spent so much time working on it. I don't know what I shall call it. How about we call it a ghost box, boss? Sure, whatever.
Yeah. Or what if someone did, like, what if the person who wrote this question did make that mistake and basically was like, I got a spirit box, why can't I get any spirits? And it is just a cardboard box with a ghost drawn on it.
Guys, I spent $300 on this from Amazon. I don't understand. Why isn't it working?
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, the lid, it took a little bit of effort to get it to open. And the top is bent, so it won't shut all the way.
Yeah.
Why won't my spirit box work?
It still has the Amazon Prime tape on it. And
yes.
It has an arrow that says spirits go in here, and the R's are backwards.
I think it was damaged in shipping. Well, but by the way, not to get off topic, we will return in a second, but I do remember years ago, never buy like physical media like DVDs or Blu-rays like straight from Amazon, because I ordered the complete it was a limited edition of Batman the Animated Series on Blu-ray, like the whole thing. I ordered it from Walmart, and mine came fine because it was in an actual box.
Yeah. But
Amazon shipped it in the envelope thing.
Yeah.
And the whole night that I had mine, and it was I was fine because mine was in good condition. People were so upset because the box was so damaged from that envelope thing.
Yeah. Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah, and that's a limited edition one, too. So, like, you're trying to make sure, like, hey, there's only a few of these that are around, so.
Yeah.
So, yes. But, yes, back to that. It took forever to get it to close, but it feels damaged. This box that we ordered from Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what do I do? Is there something I have to draw on this box to get them to come in? Is it not welcoming enough?
Yes. Spirit box. My spirit feels like it's welcoming. I feel like I'm doing my part. What am I supposed to do to get them in here? Maybe it's just like, hey, is it kind of like catching a mouse? So I need to put like cheese or something in here while that be what catches them?
Yeah.
What do ghosts eat? What's something scary? Like Halloween candy? Will that do it? Look, I just want to talk to my grandma because I need to know where she put my PlayStation 2 in storage. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I just want to ask her, hey, Grandma, we're cleaning out your house. Where is the PlayStation 2? So, well, if I put a bunch of Skittles in that box, will that lure her here? Look, she was diabetic. She couldn't have much candy, but I think in her ghost form, that'll be a thing to get her to come.
Yeah.
I mean, look, she loved M&Ms until they introduced the green one, and she thought they made it so they objectified her way too much.
Too far, yeah.
And then she boycotted it. We couldn't have M&Ms ever again.
And then she died, yeah.
Yes.
Her heart failed after the green M&M. It was too much.
Yes, they were like, my God. Like, she would constantly complain about people on TV showing too much skin, and then they're like, and then what did her in was when she saw the green M&M on TV, like, my goodness, she's so scantily clad. And then my dad pointed out, hey Mom, you know the green M&M? She's naked, right? Oh dear!
Yeah,
That's what did it.
Fall
Her heart
over.
gave out.
It's completely stiff, yeah.
So will that be what does it? So if I
Yeah.
just put some sugar in there, will that do it? Because look, again,
Yeah.
Grandma's diabetic, but in her prime, she loves sugar.
Yeah, maybe it's milk and cookies. Maybe that's why it always disappears every Christmas.
Yes. Maybe that's what we
Ghost
gotta go
food.
full Santa on her.
Yeah.
And that will be what does it. Now, she was also lactose intolerant. Look, Grandma had a lot of health issues
Yep.
at the end. It kind of is amazing she made it to 65.
Yeah.
Because, wow, did she not take care of herself?
Yeah.
But, like, maybe milk and cookies and then, like, full of sugar. Like, just dunked in sugar. Well, that would be what does it.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something. It's got to be this box. I
Yes.
mean, how would you lure a spirit into a box? I mean,
Yes.
You got the
and
wrong
not
kind of
only
box.
lure it, you have to have them stay long enough to get answers, which as we learned is, hey
Yeah.
Grandma, where's the PS2? Where is it?
yeah, it could also be like one of those things with like the Rube Goldberg-esque like contraptions with mechanisms, like when you're trying to catch like a feral cat or you're trying to catch like a prey in the middle of the woods with a cage that like you step on a leaf and like the
Yes.
box falls down or something. You might need to like rig your attic so that the box can kind of successfully trap, because that's the problem is like the ghosts, and right now the spirits can go into the spirit box, but they can just get right out. You need to
Yes.
close the box at the right time.
Yes, you need a full box, and you need to do it Home Alone style.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll get in the box and they'll get stuck. You'll be like,
Yeah.
Grandma, you're not going anywhere until you tell me where that PlayStation 2 is.
Yeah.
So help me God, Grandma, I won't let you out of this box. And
Yeah.
then like if you get her in the box, you'll have all these relatives who will come up to her, not saying their final goodbyes like, Grandma, I love you. It's, hey Grandma, can I have your old stereo system?
Yeah.
Hey Grandma, where's the car gonna go? All this stuff.
Yeah.
Because Grandma, who was so loving, was too lazy to put together a will.
Yeah. Yeah, that would probably end up being the main reason to use a service like this if people were able to successfully contact spirits. It's like,
Yes.
Grandma, I can't believe I'm seeing you again. By the way, you did not specify which one of your kids is getting the house.
Yes. Grandma, how are we supposed to divide up the jewelry? Does it just all go to Jamie? Does it all just go to Chelsea? Where's this all going? Come on, Grandma. Think. I'm so tired. I've been through so much. Grandma, I've only been dead for like a day. Come on, we gotta pick this up before we lose you.
To move on. Oh, and we'd love to move on too, but I kind of feel like Chelsea shouldn't get all the jewelry just because she's a girl, you know? It's like,
Yes.
it doesn't seem fair because that stuff's valuable.
Yes, can't Brandon get a little portion that he can sell on the internet?
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want to be done. I was so excited when it was finally the end.
I was at peace for the first time.
Yes.
There were no naked M&Ms in the afterlife. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. All of our favorite food mascots. The Cheeto guy. He was no longer naked. He wore a suit with his sunglasses, and did he looked splendid in them. And then there was Captain Crunch. He may not be naked, but he actually was dressed appropriately like a captain.
It was beautiful, and it was just starting to get nice and warm.
Yes. My God, the VeggieTale characters have arms and legs now. Grandma, what do you mean it's getting warm? Look, kids, I tried heaven for a little bit, but all the fun people are downstairs. You tell me where I want to go. Look, as they always say, heaven is like a little, it's like a family gathering.
Heaven is a place on earth.
Yes, hell is a party that never stops.
Yeah.
Grandma, she was so pure in this life. This time, she's gonna be really dirty.
Yeah.
Full on, just
I've
drugs.
been good long
orgy.
enough.
It's Grandma's finally time to live.
They're gonna rename hell Grandma after I'm done with it.
Yes, and everyone's gonna know my name because it's gonna be tattooed on all their butts after the giant orgy.
Yeah.
But Grandma, are you really gonna move on from Papa that fast? Oh, let me tell you something. Papa is not like the bikers I meet down here. They're fun. They actually do things on a Saturday night, not just sleep in a chair and watch football all day.
Oh man. Well, I guess good luck with the spirit box. Keep
Yes,
trying.
I guess the answer is that you need first of all, you need some kind of a treat.
Yeah.
Like to lure them like fish, like how the captain lured the skipper's fish girlfriend back. You need something that Grandma loved.
Yeah, a treat, a mechanism.
Yes, and then lock them in there, get your answers, and get them quickly because Grandma's ready to party.
Yeah.
She has had enough.
Yeah, whatever you do, be quick with it.
Yeah, because, man, you think drugs are fun in this reality? Oh,
They're
Grandma's
even better.
constantly shooting
They're
up heroin,
even
doing
better down
cocaine and speed. Oh, it's awesome.
Because you can use as much as you want. You can't die.
Yes.
You
I
could
mean-
you could do the whole pile of crack from Scarface, and you wouldn't die.
No, you may pass out for a little bit, but
Yeah,
it's worth it.
definitely.
Although Grandma wants to see how far she can take it. I want to see if there's another life after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to hell too.
Yes.
And then
where
they're
it's
gonna-
even hotter and faster, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, there's gonna be in hell there are orgies. In hell 2, they don't even have a name for it.
Yes, it's something you can't even imagine.
So yeah, that with
Yes.
that beautiful note, do we have? I don't know. Do you have a Halloween themed Dear Abby, or should we just end
Yes,
with a
I do.
question? Okay.
Ironically, those were the easiest segments for me to find.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Well,
if I couldn't have found any normal questions, I could have just used some Dear Abby.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I say let's move on to our most beloved segment, which is our Dear Abby, and that is going to be us trying to answer, giving our own swing at answering a Dear Abby question.
Yes. All right, here we go. All right. Dear Abby, here we go. Dear Abby, we have a neighbor who decorates his yard for Halloween in the worst way imaginable. Every year it becomes more macabre. He has bodies hanging from tree limbs, gravestones with RIP on dirt mounds, and other unbelievable atrocities. He thinks it's funny, it is despicable, and it scares the children who must walk past his yard. When we ask him not to put such deplorable items in our neighborhood, he doesn't take it seriously. I'm thinking about taking up a collection and bribing him not to put his growing, vulgar display up this year. What can we do? Signed, Spooked in Topeka.
Yeah. I almost want to give advice. I was distracted thinking of all the advice I would give to the person in that house. Like how much
to make it scarier.
Yeah, where else could they push it? Like, is next year a freaking 9/11? Like where else could you push it? You do the horrors of war. Is it just like cancer? Just like other concepts?
You have like maybe like you go full out like a Disney World style animatronic. You have like a person in a hospital bed and a doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor shakes his head and the person just leans back and you're beep.
Yeah.
That's how they take it to the. You know what? To piggyback off that, if the writer of this article, number one, actually decides to have a little fun on Halloween and not be like, oh, the children are scared. The children see worse.
Yeah.
By the way, the children think of worse things in their mind than what they actually see.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I remember the first time in school I was going to watch an R-rated movie. It was like, it was called The Patriot.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the first time I'm going to watch an R-rated movie. And what I imagined was anatomically impossible.
Yeah.
Like, it's the Revolutionary War. I'm imagining a guy, half his head is blown off.
Yeah.
He's missing a leg. And, like, you see his skeleton, spleen, and everything. And he has gotten his, like, bayonet and is just stabbing another person to death. But, like, the worst thing was a cannonball went through a guy's leg.
Yeah, we all thought that R-rated movies were like new French extremism, like indie films, like just deranged things that are not safe for life.
Unless it's a zombie movie, it's not going to match what we think of.
Yeah. That is true. I do. I also think it's fun. Like, speaking of like kids being able to handle more than you think or whatever. I don't know if you've ever seen like sort of the meme or like joke that people will say online where it'll be like, "This would kill a Victorian child," where it's like
no, I haven't.
People basically joke like maybe there's like a weird Dorito flavor. It's like Doritos, sweet and spicy Doritos or whatever, and it's like, oh, if we were to feed this would kill a Victorian child. And I always think like Victorian children were like seeing their sibling dead on the floor of scarlet fever. Like it was like
I've seen some awful stuff.
Yeah, I think it's the other way around. I think it's if someone, I think if what a Victorian child experienced were to happen to us, it would immediately kill us.
Yes,
like it's the other way around.
You show like a Victorian child, like one of the Saw movies, they're yawning. They're saying, "Mommy, I'm bored."
Is this a home video?
Oh, that looks like a splendid time playing a game with Jigsaw.
I do want to play a game. Ring around the rosy. Another
Mommy,
example.
can we go play with the evil killer? He looks like a splendid fellow. Maybe bring some tea and crumpets with us.
Yeah. But yeah, the other thing with this is that makes it hard to help the person who wrote in is like I do have it might not be a good thing, but the sort of cynical part of me that's just like, you gotta toughen up. You gotta be able to that's real life.
Yeah, that's right.
That might be a dead body hanging from the porch, but guess what? Their dead body's hanging in real life.
Yeah. You think a kid ain't gonna see a dead body? Well, guess what? Grandma ain't gonna be around forever.
Yeah, we're gonna wheel her out in a casket with stuffed with fluids.
Yeah, and you know it'd be so metal if she kept her eyes open and made a scary face.
Yeah.
And but you know what I was thinking? Maybe the answer for this woman, or this writer, what was their name? Spooked in Topeka. Where's Topeka? I don't know. Kansas?
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense why this person's so offended.
Yeah.
There's some places where it's just like, we don't like scary things around these parts.
Yeah,
but then at night, it's always the hillbillies who are the scariest.
I literally believe Topeka, Kansas is where the Westboro Baptist Church is from. If you remember it's like real middle of the country stuff. Yeah.
Man. So maybe if this person actually wants to have fun on Halloween, they'll be like, hey, this guy's scaring our kids. We have to scare him back. And maybe the way you do it is like, look, he's going out there with bodies hanging from tree limbs and gravestones. Maybe what you're saying is that, to piggyback about how you said, oh, we're going to have like one about like death and cancer.
Yeah.
Maybe to combat the Halloween fun, you do a whole display about the things you can't avoid in life.
Oh,
the
yeah.
deaths that will be there, like disease,
Yeah.
famine. Maybe you'll have
Bankruptcy,
like
debt.
maybe you'll have like a Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah.
like animatronic. He has like a fork and knife. Who's hungry?
Yeah, car accidents.
Yes. Struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the other ones they could do? Disease, car accidents, creepy people like Jeffrey Dahmer, struck by lightning. What's a good final one? What will be one that really put
choking
them
on
over the edge?
choking on a hot dog. I don't know.
Yes. Yes. There's a guy choking. Does anyone know the Heimlich maneuver? And then, you know what? That could almost turn into a charity.
Yeah.
Like the guy is like, he's choking on the hot dog. Does anyone know the Heimlich maneuver? And then, there's like another animatronic. No, we lost it from cutting the school funding. We lost the health class. And then at the end, there's like a little jar that says donate to bring back health class to our public schools.
You know, it's funny. Choking a hot dog is always like the thing that's like you imagine is the most like embarrassing way to die, famously or something. And I like to. It would be a great idea to like start a charity for like to support the families of people whose loved ones choked on a hot dog when they died. Because
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you need some community support.
Yes. I mean, look, it shouldn't be that hard because there's only going to be a few.
Yeah,
Well,
I know. It probably happens. Well, yeah, it probably happens a couple times. Sadly, it probably mostly happens to children. But
like, you could have a telethon, right? You know
Yeah.
how, like, they have, like, certain telethons that last, like, 3 hours? This one, like, 20 minutes max, and he'll have already made more
yeah,
than enough.
You need to raise, a few $100 tops.
Yes. And that'll be fine. You know what?
Yeah.
Who do you know the sponsor is for this? Oscar Mayer hot dogs.
Yeah.
Because if it's not Oscar Mayer,
Yeah.
it's not worth dying over.
Because they have blood on their hands
Yes.
for making a food that's way too esophagus shaped.
Yes. They feel this is their way of saying, hey, sorry.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Guys, sometimes it
Yeah.
just slips through.
Yeah.
Sometimes it slips out of the bun and down your throat.
Sometimes they don't slip through. That's the problem.
Yes. Sometimes they just get caught, and it's like, whoops. What you gonna do? Beloved American food? Sometimes you have a few accidents, a little oopsies here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. You scare them with the things that will keep... Look, this dude, he has a bunch of, like, fun, scary things that probably will never happen to you. But you're showing him stuff that, like, he can't avoid.
Yeah, you've landed on a really good. Instead of me giving advice, like the advice is to outdo them.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you know what? Your display will not only keep him up, but keep everyone else in the neighborhood up at night, being like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Next time I go to a barbecue and get a hot dog, next time I go into the car, I might not be coming back.
Yeah, a dementia could be another thing that you're showing at the.
Yes.
It's funny you say because, my cousin actually was telling me that he thought it would be funny to. This is an insanely niche reference that only certain people listening would even know about. But there's this music album called Everywhere at the End of Time, and it's basically like this concept album about dementia. And he was joking about like. Instead of any other decorations, just playing that and like really traumatizing kids and families by
Yes.
awakening them to the horrors of dementia.
Yes. I mean, once it gets to be 8, Halloween for kids is over. Then it's time for the real scary stuff.
Yeah.
To where they learn about all the diseases like dementia that could just affect their lives. Yes. So yeah, I think that's the answer for this person, Spooked in Topeka, is that you need to outdo them.
Yeah, outdo them.
Yes. By the way, I have one that we both could kind of respond to real quick because it's related to something you brought up.
Okay. Yeah.
Earlier today that we both did.
Oh, sure.
All right. Bonus Dear Abby for Halloween, guys.
Wow. Special episode for sure.
By the way, some of Abby's responses are pretty bad.
Oh.
There was
Maybe
one.
we actually can do better.
I don't think it's in here, but one was, you seem to have too much time on your hands.
Oh, wow. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. So, Dear Abby, my husband and I took our children trick-or-treating in my mom's neighborhood because we live in a rural area and there's no trick-or-treating where we are. When we were done, we found a letter taped onto our windshield telling us how rude we were for bringing our kids trick-or-treating in a neighborhood we don't live in. I mentioned it to several friends and family members afterward, and the reactions were mixed. Some sided with us, and others sided with the note writer. We're not sure what to do from now on. Is it rude to go into another neighborhood when there's no trick-or-treating in your own? What are families who live in areas with no trick-or-treating who live in unsafe neighborhoods supposed to do? Signed, get ready for it, tricked but not treated.
That is funny. I never even considered it being a moral quandary. I
can't imagine there are people just like, this isn't right. You're not part of our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Who keeps track of everyone who lives?
Yeah, I know. Like, how would
them?
you even know? Like, you aren't from around here.
Ain't from around these parts. You know, there is a house down a little bit. I see it like all the time.
Yeah.
I have no idea who's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even. I would have no idea of how to even describe what they would look like.
Yeah.
Or if there even is like 1 or 2 people in there. I have no idea. You know why? Because I keep to myself and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for saying. I think you're too know if you know that people have been non-neighborhood kids have been smooching off of your candy, then I think you're a little too nosy.
Yes.
You need to mind your own business.
Yeah, so...
And if it's a nicer neighborhood, you can afford it, frankly. So just kind of cough up the candy.
Yeah, if you're a really nice neighborhood, whenever, like, don't just be one of those people who says, oh, you can take one treat. That's what happens. If you're in the nice neighborhood, you're like, one? Are you serious?
Yeah, let's
cough up like 3 or 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 1 is ridiculous.
Yes.
Supposed to be out here all night, 1 at a time. Come on.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
And then...
So, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I will pass out candy, and I will, like, dress up, and I will try to answer the door in character.
Oh, that's cool.
Except for if I'm Batman, I have to go full Adam West, not to scare them.
Yeah, of course.
But, like, because there's not a lot to come by, they'll be able to get, like, 3 or 4.
Yeah. That's cool. Not too hard of a job then, and you can cough up the candy, which is nice.
Yes, and like, I can give up 3 or 4. So can these rich people.
Yeah, these rich losers. I think that's a good note to end this Halloween special on, which is basically, cough up the candy.
Yes.
Don't be generous with the candy.
Yes. Kind of like how the captain was generous after his lunch of the salmon to give a little bit to the skipper to wash off the dish.
Yeah.
So, guys, so there we go for this special Halloween episode of Unwanted Answers. Happy Halloween, everyone, to everyone who's going to dress up as their favorite vampire, monster, or superhero, or just movie character. Have a fun Halloween. Get as much candy as you can. just make sure not to have too much, or you'll end up like grandma.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Halloween is the time, like, dentists are always worried about, like, oh, don't have too much candy. You know what, dentist, you get paid the big bucks.
To fix
This is our time for us to see if you earn that money, because we're going to mess up our teeth with so much sugar, and you got to fix it.
Yeah,
you have to
that's
fix it.
literally your job.
Yes, that is your job. And I ain't going to brush or nothing. I'm just going to have the candy.
Yeah.
And then you fix it. I don't care how. And don't say, oh, would you like dentures? No. You fix it somehow. You do whatever it takes.
Yeah, exactly. So much like one of those houses that you go to and they give apples or nuts instead of candy, you didn't ask.
Toothbrushes.
Yeah, toothbrushes. You didn't ask for it, but there it was.